the cookies to be ready? They're not ready yet. Oh, hey everyone, I'm back. It's Lauren from Hot for Food. Happy Halloween. Halloween is literally around the corner. Maybe you're getting ready for some Halloween parties on the weekend, so I have a recipe to share for you today. You know I'm not the spooky Halloween person. I think Halloween's pretty cheesy and lame, and I don't make anything that looks like dead things. So we're gonna make cookies. I'm gonna use Halloween candy to make some delicious cookies. They sound so wrong, but they are oh so right. I have put vegan-friendly gummies and sour gummies in these cookies, and then we'll do another half batch with chips and some vegan chocolate peanut butter cups. You could also use something like a vegan chocolate covered caramel, like COOKBOOK, but I couldn't find those. Those would be amazing. You could add marshmallows in here. You could add whatever you want, but the point is to kind of like use your leftover Halloween candy or use some of the candy you bought to give out at the door just to make some cookies for a party or for your kids. These are also adult friendly. I find them very sophisticated, in fact. So let's get this started. It's basically just my base cookie dough recipe. I use this for the double chocolate cookies. I use this for my s'more cookies. We're just adding different mix-ins. So this is super easy and very customizable. So let's just get started because I want to dig into these candy cookies. First things first, the flour. You don't have to do this. I just do this. It's kind of like a habit where I mix the dry ingredients out of the stand mixer. But you could just throw them in. It doesn't make a difference. So measure out your flour. It's 2 3/4 cups. Scoop and level, scoop and level. So I'm sure you're noticing that I'm in a new kitchen. I've lost track of how many kitchens I've been in, but yes, I did move again. If you are part of my Eat It by Hot for Food membership, then you would have seen the member video. I already shot a video in here and acknowledged the move. But to the YouTubers out there, the YouTube peeps like you, it's all news to you. Lots has been going on over here. So 2 3/4 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon each of baking soda, baking powder, and then half teaspoon of sea salt. Easy. Okay, so just combine this so that this is ready to be dumped into the mixer when we use this. Okay, set that aside. I am gonna use a stand mixer. You can do this by hand, cream the butter by hand with a spatula with the sugar, or you can use a hand mixer, either or. Any way works. Don't forget, preheat your oven. It's a 350, easy. So I call for partially softened butter. What that means is it's not fully soft like room temperature. It has a bit of a chill to it, still a bit of a firmness, but you have left it on the counter for say, I don't know, 20 minutes. So I'm using 1 cup of salted vegan butter. I know I've mentioned this somewhere, maybe in my new book, Hot for Food All Day, I can't remember. I always use salted butter. You'll find now in the stores, butter comes either salted or unsalted when it's vegan, just like regular butter. But I just always use salted, and then when I'm doing baked goods, I do add more salt because salt always helps the sweetness. So if you use unsalted, these aren't gonna taste right. So adjust the amount of salt to 1 teaspoon if you're using unsalted butter. So what you need to do is just cream this. I've got the paddle attachment on. Cream this until it's sort of fluffy. Then we'll add half a cup of white sugar and half a cup of brown sugar, and then beat that together until it's fluffy again. Let's say you were doing this by hand, the way I said you could. I'll just quickly demonstrate. You would take a spatula and then you would like smear the butter up against the bowl. Still okay if it's partially softened. This just takes more sweat. You smear it, you press it and smear it, press it and smear it, press it and smear it. And it will eventually get soft and fluffy. It's like the same act as the creamer attachment, right? The paddle attachment. Do that if you must. You don't need one of these fancy things. Now that I have one, I like using it. Okay, white sugar's going in or granulated sugar. I'm using organic cane sugar. That's what I call granulated sugar. And the combination of the 2 sugars is what makes the perfect cookie. If you did all white sugar, it wouldn't look right and it wouldn't have the right chew. So lightly packed brown sugar, light brown sugar, and then back to creaming that together. Okay, that looks good. For safety, I just scrape the sides down because I can see some butter is still stuck, not combined, and then just keep going. Usually you want to do this for about 2 minutes, this creaming of the butter and the sugar. So while that's going, now you can add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and then 1/4 cup of non-dairy milk. Now vegan butter does tend to do this sort of weird thing like this. It's fine, it will mix together, just scrape it all together. It does a bit of this separation sometimes, but it honestly doesn't matter, it all gets mixed in the end. And then while that's getting combined, you're gonna add the dry ingredients. Just gradually add them in while it's mixing. You see it start to come together nicely. This is where I usually just finish the last couple stirs by hand. So fold this together, just make sure there's no dry, visible flour left or chunks of butter. I'm gonna split this dough in half. It makes about 2 dozen cookies, and so I'm gonna split it in half to do half with the candies and then half with the chips and the chocolate. You could do one whole batch of one version, but I like splitting them, or make double batch and have 2 dozen of each variation. Probably already realized if you make my cookie dough, like my double chocolate or my oatmeal chocolate chip or s'more cookies, this dough freezes really well too. So here's just a base cookie dough. This would be like a sugar cookie, kind of, if you want to just do that. Let's split this up. This is the fun part. I'm eyeballing it, obviously. Okay. And I'm gonna split it even further. So for the candies, I have Swedish Fish and Sour Patch Kids. You can mix them. I'm gonna do half Sour Patch, half Swedish Fish. Here's our Sour Patch Kids. I'm gonna put some in the dough and then leave some for the pressing into the top so you can see the candy. You know they make blue Sour Patch Kids now. We never used to. These, of course, have no gelatin in them. These Maynard's brand. Now you think that looks gross? Well, you are incorrect, my friend. Fold that in. Kids will love this. They'll think you're nuts. Put a little bit more in. Oh, there's a yellow, like the reds though. Okay. Just to demonstrate how this is gonna work, there's our Sour Patch dough, okay? So on your parchment lined cookie trays, I'm doing 2 tablespoons per cookie. It's a good size. And I just wanna show you what I mean by pressing some in the top, because these are obviously gonna be inside the cookie. Then you wanna be able to see the candies. So just put like 1 or 2 of them on the top as well. There's no red in that bag. There's those Sour Kids. You know what I couldn't find? Fuzzy Peaches, Cherry Blasters. I was looking for all those. I couldn't find them. Red and blue. Don't press them too much, just a little bit. You can see there's still mounds. And I think we got 1 left in here. Although technically we should have 6, but we have 5. That means I didn't divide the dough properly. Okay, maybe let's just make a 6th one. This dough is very easy to handle. You can see it's kind of like Play-Doh-ish. If you don't want that much candy in each cookie, you could also just put the dough down like that and then press them in. But there's an example if you want to just do that. We'll do the same for the Swedish Fish or whatever candies you're using. Again, I'm just going to separate by candy. We're gonna throw these in the oven. You can bake 2 racks at a time, except you should have your racks in the middle, which I don't. These bake for 12 to 14 minutes. Just watch them. The candy's not gonna melt, it's just gonna stay intact. Okay, so with the leftover dough, now we're gonna do chips and chocolate all in one. So take some chips. Obviously all the measurements are in the written recipe on hotforfoodblog.com. These are plain salted Ruffles. Crush them in there. And then these are her peanut butter cups. So I would just chunk them up and put them in there like that. We'll also save some to put on top. Don't have to be precious about it. Some of the peanut butter separates from the chocolate. Pretty rough, that's fine. The dough's already mixed, so you just want to fold in those toppings. Because the other cookies are baking, I have no more room in the oven, so it's best to make sure this doesn't get too warm. You can either put it in the fridge, or if it's cool in your house, because it's fall now, it's fine to sit out. Just don't let it get too soft. You should still feel like a chill to it when you're forming the cookies. I don't really feel like eating these cookies again because I've already eaten a bunch. So I'm gonna bring Mikey in here to do the official taste test as he was away and hasn't tried these, and he likes sweets. So we'll see if he approves. He hasn't tried them yet. Hello, Michael.
Hello.
Okay, I'm sick of eating these. Even though they're really good, but I think you should try the Sour Kid cookie and then one of these. Except it's better when it cools down a bit.
That's all right. I like my cookies hot. All right, so I'm gonna take a bite of this.
Yeah.
Oh, what does that remind me of? That's like rushing back memories of something. I can't tell what.
Halloween, your childhood.
Definitely my childhood, but something that you would eat and you'd bite into. Oh, it's almost there. It's gonna come to me at like 4 in the morning. I'm gonna wake up and say.
But you taste the sour, kids, and then the cookie. Like it seems like it wouldn't go together, but it does weirdly go together.
Oh, it's really good. Yeah. Okay, let's try one of these hot ones.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot. It's a chocolate peanut butter cup.
Oh my god, that's so good. It's like sweet and savory.
Yeah, because it's got salted chips on it. I kind of do want this. I just like them when they're cooled down a bit. I actually don't like my cookies warm.
That is so brilliant and so simple.
Yeah, just throw whatever you want in these cookies. Obviously, Halloween's a great excuse to throw garbage in them. Vegan garbage cookies. What else do you want to try? Do you like Swedish fish?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look good.
Would you ever do like carrots and peas?
Ew, no.
No.
That's not fun.
I figure like if I'm a kid and I know who you are and I knock on your door, that's what I'm getting. Maybe that's why no kids come around for Halloween.
Nobody knows where I live.
But they know you're like cooking vegan food.
They don't.
Yeah, you're always giving food away to the neighbors when you're testing.
Okay, try that. Swedish fish don't have a real standout flavor. Actually, I didn't try Swedish fish because I actually tried them with other candies before.
That's good too. Like it. Yeah.
I hope you tried this recipe. It's really fun. Customize it. Want to see the pictures? Tag at Hot for Food on social media and share away. Happy Halloween. This is about as Halloween-y as I get. But if you're looking for holiday recipes, I've got you covered. If you haven't heard, I have launched a members-only platform. It's my own platform. Go to members.hotforfoodblog.com and sign up. Your best deal is to become an annual member to Eat It by Hot for Food. And right now there's 2 issues available. The first I launched in the summer called Savor Summer. And the second issue, which is the brand new issue, is a hell of a holiday issue. It's got 7 recipes so far with a couple more to come, actually. Stuff to make your festive feast entirely vegan, totally epic. Check out these recipes. I even have like a turkey drumstick. Obviously it's not real turkey. Obviously that's not a real bone, but you catch my drift. So everything you need to make your holidays festive and full, totally vegan without the sacrifice and without the cruelty. So go sign up. There's also a huge hell of a holiday giveaway. So annual members are eligible to win this prize pack that is worth $1,000 USD. That's right. You have to be an annual paying member by December 31st, 2021. So you get a 14-day free trial. So sign up now, get through the trial, stay a member, and you will automatically be entered to win this giveaway, or have a chance to win this giveaway, I should say. If you have any questions about the membership, leave comments below. That's it for me. Thanks for watching. Bye.